Good morning, everybody. This thing goes live sometime here. I'm right here trying to get my thing to go live. Good morning, everybody. Fuck, man. Oh, shit. I'm not even on the right screen. So, see this rejection right here in ES? Well, I took the same one off the prior day high, which is right here, and the prior day's open in gold. And the damn thing rolled down, and I wanted it to go back to the mid band. And then it just started rolling back up. So I closed out. I don't even know what my P&L is. I hit a couple good trades today. Holy shit. All right, my P&L is $1,496. I didn't even know what my P&L was till right now. So I'm up $1,500. I hit a beautiful ES trade, which I was talking about in this live stream earlier. I was typing it in here. I'm taking along off the let me get rid of it. Off the prior day low in the ES. And I caught it up into here, got like $600-700. I caught an NQ trade earlier in the pre-market. I don't remember where it was. I think it was right here for like $500. And then I hit this gold trade that I just talked about for $600. So anyways, it all adds up to $1,500. I took a loss in the ES initially. It's hard to see because this fucking chart is all blown up now, but I took a loss down here. When it first bounced off, I was in and I followed the back of the candle. So I took a loss. Then it rolled up and did this again. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm not letting this run off without me. And I jumped in with 2 contracts. But I did have a loss, like $150. I don't remember exactly everything. This frustrated me. God dang it, man. This frustrated me. I see, the thing is, I know the 9 EMA. This is the 9 EMA with the 1 minute. This is the 9 EMA with the 5 minute. I know the 9 EMA in the 1 minute is very strong, has a lot of strength to it. And we crossed over. So I got nervous when we got close to it. But I was really trying to get it down to here. It was that's $3,000 from this entry to here is $3,000. It's probably going there, but I just don't know. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. 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 Give me a second here. All right. Man, I've had a freaking beautiful morning. I've had a beautiful morning in the pre-market, man. I've had a beautiful morning. Shit. $1,500? Hell yeah. I had a chance at a $3,000 trade. Had a chance at a $3,000 trade, a legitimate chance, $3,000 trade. Just didn't have the energy to come back. So I'm going to sit here and leave gold up here for now because we might get some movement here. I don't know. It has not come out of the top of the box yet, but let's go and look at gold for a second. But this is the prior day high right here in gold. And this is the prior day open. So both these lines were and we had a zing right up. I didn't get into any of this crap. I just waited and waited. And then you can't see it because the box is there. But the bottom of the box after this candle formed, the entry I had was right here. 4102.3, and we fell right down. I had over $1,000 profit in the deal, and then this candle formed, and then it rolled up, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to let it roll all the way back up on me, which is exactly what it's doing right now. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing good this morning. I'm going to, since I'm up quite a bit of money here, I'm going to hyper focus on something good that maybe we can all get in and make a little bit of money on. Because I'm pretty much done with my, I took a trade. By the way, yesterday after we shut the stream down, I only shut the stream down with like $300 yesterday. After I shut the stream down, I took an NQ trade, and I ended up 2,100 for the day. I mean, I took a beautiful NQ trade yesterday after the live stream. Took a screenshot of it, sent it to Jim. He was like, holy shit. I said, yeah, it's a beautiful NQ trade. Beautiful NQ trade. But yesterday, Navy guy, the one yesterday in NQ, is that the one you're asking about? Good morning, Izzy. Is that the one you're asking about? I'll try to remember it if that's the one you're asking about. Okay, let me see if I can remember it. Hold on here, because this is obviously not going to do anything. This is, by the way, just a side note. This is one of these situations, when we have with gold. Let's just talk about gold for 1 second, then I'll go to that NQ trade, Navy guy. This is one of these frustrating moments with gold when the when the 830 news is all that CPI shit and stuff, because it just blows up the box. And to be honest with you, now, the box trades are all freaking ruined now. I mean, there's no box trades anymore. This box is way too big to be manipulated from one side to another. So, I mean, I was more focused on the static line rejections, which I still think it's going to, you could see it's slowly mending its way down. I still think it's going to go down at least to the 5-minute gold line. But I wasn't going to hold it and let all my money go back. I just don't have that nerve. So this box scenario in gold is toast, in my opinion. All right, so let's go back to the NQ. Let me see if I can figure out. Let me blow the. Okay, people keep texting me. Let me see if I can figure it out, Navy guy. Hold on. I got to remember even when that was. Hold on here. Yesterday. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. There it was right there. Okay. It was right here. So we shut down the live stream like, I don't know, maybe 11 o'clock or so. This was the mid band. I don't normally trade the mid band. Okay. So this wasn't the trade. But what we did from this mid band is we crossed the other side of the box, which they had been waiting for since here. I mean, this is the longest cross of the box I think the NQ has ever had. YM is notorious for this, but the NQ did it. So so we went back inside the box. So let's follow this. All right. Just talk about our traditional strategy. Back inside the box, boom, boom, cross, but it didn't cross. So it's not over until it gets here. Well, then it got here and it rolled back to our prior day low. And just like the ES trade I took today, those prior day lows and those prior day highs, man, it's rock solid. Just like the gold trade I took today, prior day high was the rejection that I took for my $600 today. Okay. So I hit this trade right here, long, right here. It went up, came down, and fingered all the way down, cleaning out stops, which NQ is notorious for that bullshit. And then I added another contract. It rolled up. And when this candle kind of consolidated out, I closed right here. So I had multiple contracts on it. But anyways, my main point is that this line right here was the play. Right here, the prior day low. They crossed over it. They created a new recent high. See, they broke this pivot. This thing really, pattern-wise, should have kept going, and it didn't. Okay? But it got manipulated by another cross the box. See? They crossed the box again right to here. But anyways, it was the prior day low, long. Very similar to today's ES trade, which was the prior day low, long also. Prior day low, long. And the ES, the gold trade, prior day high, short. It's uncanny how much they try to keep price in these specific areas. Obviously, I wish I was still in that gold trade, but oh well. Oh well. I can't stay in. Fuck. These candles in gold are pretty big. I think somebody made the comment that the move off the news was $70. I mean, that's got to understand that's $7,000. That candle. That's $7,000 candle. Yeah, tech review. Yeah, I made $600 in gold right here. The rejection of the prior day high, prior day's open right here. I took $600 here. I was up over 1,000 because I wanted it to roll through here, but of course, then the 9 EMA, started holding shit up as it normally will. I didn't get, even though I got these two quick candles here, I didn't get the continuation that I was hoping for. But it's going to ultimately mean this target that I had was about $3,000. I didn't hold it. It's going to go for the $3,000, but Bob's not going to be in it. But it's going to go for $3,000. You see, it's got no support from this point right here forward. It has no support until it gets to this line minimum. Just no support. So it should continue to melt its way down. God, I haven't even synced my timer yet. There we go. Jesus. Anyways, that's the story. Oh. Oh, shit. Sorry. A lender just called me right before the live stream. I'm in my gold trade when a lender called me, and I just remember the answer to his question. Shit. All right. I'll call him after. But see this? This is going to continue to melt its way down. Damn it. So this entry from here to just about here would have been $3,000. Matter of fact, right to here. Right to there with $3,000. Would have been $3,000. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I made $600, but I was hoping for some faster movement. You got to remember, Bob, it's July 14th. You're not going to get the faster movement Duh. In like October, a rejection like that, I'd have gotten my $3,000 because the sharks would have drove that thing right down. All right, well, that kind of the bad news of me starting the live stream at 8:45 is the box that I normally want to trade is completely destroyed because of the 8:30 news. I mean, there's just no box to trade right now in gold. When the box gets too big, that's a learning lesson for the day. But when the box big, it's very likely, very unlikely that it's going to cross. It helps if I put my chart over here too. Jesus, I'm sitting there going, what was wrong with the ES? It's not moving. Oh, I didn't have my chart over. What's wrong with the ES? Why it's not moving? The ES tried to reach the prior day high right here. Man, it was short by about 1.25 points, 1.5 points, somewhere in there. But that prior day open held it and rejected it. Had an inside candle, and then down she went. Shit. So I hope everybody's all right. We're going to have to probably, I'm going to look at oil, which is going to open in a couple minutes, and see if it has a box that creates that we can possibly trade. But as of right now, there's fucking nothing to do. The freaking news just blew up the charts. It just blew up the freaking charts across the board on everything except oil. Oil's the only one that really didn't react to the news. Gold's chart is all fucked up now, and so is ES, and so is the NQ, and so is the YM and the RTY. So we're going to kind of have to wait until the market opens on them and they start moving, in my opinion. A little 5-minute gold line right there. Looks like it might be holding in the NQ. But yeah, I saw that, Lewis. And then tomorrow's the beige book. I mean, it's, the good news is, since it's, July 14th, I'm not that aggressive / optimistic in trading anyway. So I won't, they won't frustrate me much because I'm not expecting much from them, from the market. All right, so here's oil. Its box is forming right now. And for those of you that have the open range box, if you're using Ninja and all that kind of shit, I mean, you got to understand. I can't explain this enough. I cannot explain this enough. With the way my data comes in, here's my open range right there. It's 9:01 because it's the 9:01 candle is from 9 o'clock through to 9:01, the start of 9:01. So that's why my setting is 9:01 and my end is 9:15, which is 15 minutes. So it's because the 9:14 through to 9:15.000000 is 15 minutes. I get so many people that get this tool and then they use it wrong because they don't pay attention to the fact that they think they need to put 9 o'clock in 9:15. Well, when you do that, or not in 9:16, in some cases, even worse. So your top, your bottom, your start, you whatever could be wrong. And most likely will be. And then you're using the wrong lines. So just make sure that you have your settings correct. And then what I do for conversational purposes, since we're sitting here talking and bullshitting and whatever, I just extend my time as far out as whatever, So I like this one happens to say 4 p.m. I mean, am I looking at oil at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the static lines? No, I'm not. But I mean, let me give you an example though of how that makes sense. Let's go over here. Let's go over here for a second. Where is it? Here's NQ. Here's NQ. Let's go to yesterday. All right. So we get to yesterday afternoon. Here's 12 o'clock. Here's 12:30. These are all Eastern Standard Time. Bam, through the daily low, back up to the bottom of the box, bam, to the daily low again. Hello, McFly. You wouldn't know that pattern if you had your box lines extended, ending somewhere back over here. And that's I mean, it's right there, right there, right there. Bam! That's $1,000 bill right there in your pocket. And it's the first time it comes over, not the second. Notice, let's just talk about this for a second. I mean, everything about this was nice because we created space. We also created a low, came right up to it, then wham! But what did we not do? What did we not do? We didn't break through the low. So when this thing rolled up again, don't you dare trust it. Don't you dare trust it. If your recent low is higher than your prior low and you roll up, don't trust it. You got to wait for it to do it again. So what did it do it again? Crossed over. Bing, it was one tick short, rolled over again. You wouldn't know that if you didn't have these box lines extended. So there you go. So that's why I extend my box lines is all the way out. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to be trading, but I know Jim took this trade right here because he messaged me on it. He took this trade right here, Jim in California. He says, damn, the box is still working. He actually literally messaged me, damn, the NQ box is still working. And he took it. He took that trade. But that trade is $1,000 bill right there in your pocket. If you just footprints in the sand, what are they telling me? They crossed that box. They created a new recent low, which happened to be the whole low for the freaking day, even the added bonus. And they rolled straight up to that line, reversed, and came back down to the freaking low. Holy shit. Man, I never would have thought this 5-minute gold line was going to hold. It did. And not only did it hold, it's doing a W pattern. Pink, 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 and then there's your entry. 5-minute gold line right there. The 5-minute gold line right there in the NQ. Shot it up, back down. Here's your W. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I guess is here, but I would look at it from here to here and then up, boom, boom, and then this should rotate at least up into here. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to put some coffee in the cup. All right. All right, sorry about that. I have to brew some coffee. I don't have any. I don't have any made, so it's brewing right now. Let's see if this thing rolls its way up. It's kind of running out of time. It's kind of running out of time. All right, so we are still 10 minutes. All right. I mean, we're still 5 minutes from our box closing here. The box is pretty freaking small right now. Jesus. Yeah, our box is pretty freaking small in oil right now. Shit. It's going to be one of those days. All right, it's still rolling up. It should go up to here. That's what it should do. All right, let's see here. Just a minute. There it goes. There it's starting to go. So the key, remember what we talked about this. I might as well talk about these things while we're sitting here. The key is that when it rolled up to here and came back and consolidated, that the next leg broke this line right there. It can go back inside it, but it's got to break it. And then that's a healthy move that you're running to the long side for your W or even your M pattern from the top down. Now, granted, we're sitting here and it's getting close to the market opening. But anyways, that's the concept. All right, we got 3 minutes and then the oil box is closed. I'll drag that over. Maybe something will show up there. Maybe something will show up there. I hate this 8:30 news. It just kills price action. Even on non-summer trading days, that 8:30 news can just blow everything up. And just the CPI news, that news, the news that really throws the market one direction or another, can really screw up the price action. All right, I'm going to grab my coffee. Hopefully it's brewed by now. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, shit. The oil box is closed. Hold on here. Damn it. Hold on here. All right. The oil box has closed. So I'm just willing to take it straight out of the box if it comes out of the box to the downside. From this candle right here. Can't be a later candle. It's got to be this candle right here. Either this candle does it or I'm not in. Okay, now I'm going to defend that candle. Come on, go, go. Come on, go. Fucking shit, go. Come on. Ah, you pain in the ass. Yep. Damn it. Ah, frustrating. Frustrating. It came down and double bottomed at the same spot. Where was my entry? 44? 43? Yeah. Ah, man. Sucks because this box is so fucking small. Are you going to go out the bottom now? I might be able to get my money back at least. What I would like it to do is come up, go to here, then go to here, and let me take it across that box. That's what I would like it to do right now. Okay, it might do it. All right, hold on here. It might do it. So I'd like it to roll up and then come sit here and then let me take it back across that box. That's what I would like it to do now. Now that it's already done this. Now that it's already done this part right here. Where it's breached the bottom of the box. Ooh, God, that's hot. Oof. That is hot coffee. All right. Well, this isn't looking too freaking promising. Oh my God. Are you going to cross without testing? God dang it, it is. That's a pisser right there. It looks like it's going to cross without testing. That's a trade that I don't take. When it comes out of the box and then crosses without testing, I don't take that trade because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like the pattern. It's like I feel like I'm just guessing then. I don't want to guess. I try to take the guessing out of trading. I'd rather have the pattern lay out in front of me instead of guessing. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Well, all right. Well, it decided to go down. So now what I'm looking for, if this candle stays like this, I'm looking for it to create some space, come back up, test this, and then roll over. It's going to be difficult because I got the 5-minute red line in the way. Right in the way. So I want to show you guys something too while we're sitting here, all right? So it's just something that, Jim in California, myself, a few other people have been aggressively taking trades on, and that's this. When price, this is gold, only in gold, by the way, only in gold. When price crosses over that 5-minute gold line, that first time, notice, didn't get there. That first time it touches, shaping. I mean, it's it's the first time after it crosses over that 5-minute gold line from the other side, that first time it touches that 5-minute gold line, it is like bug repellent. It is literally like bug repellent. And like from this spot to where it's at right now is $1,000. That's why I point. I mean, that's a big freaking trade. That's $1,000. And you could see, so watch this just for again, these are just things I point out. Y'all take from it what you want. But you'll see that when they got inside the 9 EMA here, they waited and waited and waited until they hit that 5-minute gold line caught up to it. Morning, Bruce. They wait. Look at this. Look at this fucking trade. See that? They waited and waited and waited and waited until the 5-minute gold line finally caught up. It's just, so at this point in time, you're now at $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. One contract. Anyways, I just thought I'd point that out because it's just something that, the two of us, he and I, in general, have been taking trades off of. And again, it's not every instrument, just it's something that just seems to happen over and over and over again in gold. Is that 5-minute gold line is like bug repellent, literally like bug repellent. So I just point that out for observation purposes. I am not recommending that anybody that doesn't have consistent profitability to ever even put gold on your screen, but I'm just pointing it out for those of you that do. It's just funny how it sat there and waited and waited and waited and waited. And then as soon as it hit that 5-minute goal line, it's gone. I mean, just go back and look. You'll see it. It just, it happens day after day after day. You know, each one of these instruments, I tell people this, you gotta learn its personality. And you know, that's one of those idiosyncrasies. I mean, for example, in the YM here, it for all intents and purposes, it did the same thing. But this is not as consistent as it is in gold. Because the YM can't be manipulated as easily as gold can. Gold can be very easily manipulated. The YM is not as easily manipulated. I think we saw the same thing in the NQ. Yeah, we did. We saw the same thing in the NQ earlier, right here. First time it touched it, rolled it up to here. I mean, that's about $1,000. But again, in the NQ and in the YM, it's it's not as easily manipulated. Are they manipulated? Absolutely. Is it manipulated for that specific trade in a consistent manner? Not as far as I'm concerned. But the one in gold is, I hadn't been fucking around getting my coffee, I would have been in that trade. I would have been in that trade. And the funny part is, this NQ ultimately held that 5-minute gold line. It's still holding from there. Interesting. All right, let me shrink this up and let me figure out what's going on. Let me get the ES out of the way so I can see it. Oil just decided to come straight out of the box. Look at that NQ. Funny shit, man. Funny shit. Funny shit. Anyway, so I'm going to keep looking at oil. We've got 3 minutes till the market opens, and then we will find a way to steal some money and call it a day. No, it's throughout the live trading day, Navy guy. It's throughout the live trading day. Just wait for gold. If it crosses the red line and then comes back while the gold line, is coming up through, that's even more. Like, I mean, that 5-minute gold line just has a tendency to throw gold in the direction that the crossover came from. On its first touch, not second, third, fourth, any of that bullshit. Again, that's an observational thing. I don't stress out about it, meaning I don't focus on that trade. The beach was great, Thomas. Thanks for asking. The beach was great. I go to Topsail Island so I can bring my two beasts, Snoopy and Lucy. And they can run around on the beach and play and do all that stuff and swim. And, so they came home and slept all day, Saturday and Sunday. They slept all day. They were wore out from a week at the beach. All right, so the market's open. The market's open. I guess I'm going to have to say goodbye to freaking oil because it didn't even give me a crossover. It didn't even give me a 1 minute gold line. It didn't do shit. Didn't do anything for me. I was hoping it would come to here and then let me take a rejection. Well, I mean, there's nothing for me to look at in the equities either. Now, the equities, just for conversation purpose, I'll bring the NQ back over here, but it, so far it's been rather calm open for the equities so far, which is, again, because of this, I'm not really surprised. All right, oil just might give me a setup. Holy shit. Let's see here. Okay, I'd like to get my $140 back that I lost in oil. I would certainly like to do that. Certainly like to get my $140 back that oil stole from me earlier. Good morning, Jim Park. Good morning, Jim Park. We had a very productive pre-market. I had a very productive pre-market. I know that. Shit, I took a trade in gold. Took a trade in the NQ. Holy shit, I've had a really productive morning. I took a trade in the ES. Took a trade in gold. Took a trade in the CL. And took a trade in the NQ. Yeah. Now I guess I got to start focusing on the RTY and the YM. Kind of do the full circle here. But right now I'm trying to get my money back in oil. Took a little $140 loss in oil, so I want my money back. I want more than my money back. But this is the trade right here. I need this candle to stop acting stupid. Stop acting stupid. Stop acting stupid. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Go down. Go down. Go down. There you go. Keep going. Come on. Go down. Come on. There you go. Now go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now, because I don't give a flying fuck, I just want my money back. I'm going to roll this down. There, I got my money back. I'm more focused on the equities right now. See what's going on. So I got my money back in gold. There you go. I mean, in oil. I took a little loss in oil when it came straight out of the box. There, I got my money back. That pattern is so consistent, though. When you go outside that box and you create space and you come up and test the top and or the bottom of the box, depending on which, there's your trade. I mean, I show these things over and over again so you guys can kind of build a visual confidence of what's going on. But I'm more focused on the equities right now. I want to see what's going to happen here. I just wanted my quick money in oil. Oil just doesn't have the price action in it that I want today. I mean, it's just freaking stale. Yeah, so I'm up $1,500 this morning, Jim Park. And by the way, the most profitable trade I took was in the ES. Think about that. It was the ES eclipsed gold by $50. All right, let's get the ES down here so I can kind of see what's going on. So I'm going to put the ES down here along with the NQ. And let's just kind of look at what's going on. So So interestingly enough, before the news, and I mean, this stuff is just, it's really scary. But we crossed over the overnight open, sat on top of it. Bam, there's your, I mean, like, fuck, Jesus, crazy. Came up to the prior day open, rejected. Where did it reject to? It rejected back down to the overnight open. I mean, this stuff is just, it's just, it writes itself. It's ridiculous. So I'm expecting this to get down to here. What I would hope it to do is to go down to either here or here and then give me a potential long. Yeah, I've just got to make a little bit of money in the YM and the RTY today, and I've had profit in, well, break even in oil. I'm about break even. I'm either up $10 or even, something like that. I don't know. In oil, I think I'm even. Anyways, good morning, David. All right, let's don't we have some I'm trying to remember. We don't have actual news, we just have Fed people talking. I wonder who does this math. So CPI is down. I mean, who does the math? Is this called government math? Because I can tell you right now, as a home builder, my prices are getting jacked on me again. I'm getting jacked. I've been jacked by my manufacturers 2 times this year, my set crews 3 times this year. I mean, who's doing these CPI numbers? Yeah, Common Core math, exactly. That's why the government invented that shit, so that people got so dumb they didn't know 1 + 1 is 2 anymore. And just for conversational purposes, see that oil trade is still working. See that? I mean, it just screamed up and then, but it's never broke this pivot right here. And there it goes. It's still doing the down from here. So, I mean, you know, just a point of reference. Where is the pivot? Well, the pivot's, once we came out, the pivot is off the bottom of the box. Once you came out of that box. All right, Navy guy, there you go. Navy guy hit $300 in oil. There you go. There you go. Good for you. Oh, you got 400. All right, good for you. Good morning, Ian. Good for you, Navy guy. Oil is oil. I used to be a big oil fan. I'm up $1,500 today, Ian. I used to be a big oil fan. And then, you know, when oil got down to, like, you know, back when it was like $50 a barrel or whatever, it stopped having the movement I needed to make money. So I started going and adventurizing away from it. But the patterns are still consistent. I mean, oil still does the patterns just like that out of the box. It's a beautiful pattern. It worked like a charm there. Here's the funny part, Navy guy. Doesn't it feel nice to have a thought of exactly why you got into this trade, and then what the intent of it is, even if it doesn't work? I just see, to me, that's the best part. It's like having clear focus as to why I'm taking a trade at this rotation point versus just, gee, I think it's going up. Gee, I think it's going down. I think I'm going to buy in this area. I think I'm going to sell in this area. That shit fucking drives me crazy. Yeah, I mean, just longtime viewers in this, you know, on my channel, they know how much of a spastic idiot I am when it comes to trading. So I have to trade this style because I'm way too freaking nervous as a trader. I have to trade this style. I cannot trade, oh, well, you know, this is a buy zone and this is a sell zone. And yeah, you know, and then you're in and you're not really sure when it's going to go your way. And Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wish we weren't sitting here. Jesus, would you guys get... I wish we weren't sitting here at 9:41 because, boy, I'd be looking for a long right here. I'd be looking for a long right here if we weren't sitting at 9:41. Yep, there it goes. God dang it. I'd have been looking for a long right there, damn it. I'm just not going to do it this early into the open. Well, it's not going to work anyways. Oh, shit. I got a conference call in freaking 15 minutes. Shit. I have a conference call in 18 minutes. It's not anything I have to worry about, so I'm just going to call in. You guys don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to shut the stream down for this stupid thing. It's just... just something I got to call in on. No big deal. Thank God for iPhones, man. It keeps me from losing my mind, man. It reminds me, oh, hey, by the way, you've got a conference call. You got a conference call today. Oh, I do? Shit. Oh, shit. All right, hold on here. I'm in a short in oil for a 1 minute gold line. 1 minute gold line. It just showed up right in front of me. 1 minute gold line. We crossed. New low. Boom, boom. There it is. Holy shit. Sorry, I didn't even get a chance to tell you guys. I looked over. I'm like, holy shit. We got a 1 minute gold line. Come on. Roll over. Don't just go to the bottom. Roll over. Give me some real money. Real money. I don't want bullshit money. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Shit, I can't believe I just... See, it broke this pivot right here, rolled right back up into the 1 minute gold line. Freaking A. Go, baby. See, there's a lot of support right there, right at that spot. It needs to get through it. Come on, get through it, get through it, get through it. Come on. Get through it. Got a lot of support right there. Go, 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 go. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. All right, I'm going to... Yeah, all right, there we go. Whatever. Little bit of money. All right, let's get back to reality. Sorry about that. That was 1 minute gold line. Just literally, I mean, okay, 2 seconds since we're waiting for the market to do its thing. Look at how okay, we're on the other side of the 1 minute gold line right here. Here's your reset. Slammed it down, broke these pivots, rolled right back up into the 1 minute goal line. Boom. See this big red candle? Identify where's the big red candle going to be. It's going to be right there. Back to the pivot. I mean, it's like it's rinse, wash, repeat. $1,718. It's a good day. It's a good day. Anybody catching the ES straight out of the box? I completely screwed the pooch on that with my oil trade. I did not take it, obviously. I just glanced over like, oh shit, there's a 1 minute gold line setting up in freaking oil. All right, make some money, Jim. Go, go, go. Come on, guys, run it up. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, it was immediate, and then problem was the NQ wasn't following it. The NQ wasn't following it. All right, so let's get focused here. Let's get focused. So we've seen an absolutely gorgeous rejection of the bottom of the box in oil. Stellar setup for a 1 minute gold line short in oil. Now I just need to let the equities show their intent for the day so we can find a good trade there and hit it. Okay, good, Jim. Yeah. Fuck. That's the same trade I took in oil, by the way, Jim, but I took it out of the bottom and I got clipped for a $140 loss because it just didn't follow through, obviously. Good job, Patriot. See, Patriot now, for those of you that are, new to the live stream or whatever, Patriot, American Patriot, trades oil and trades this strategy, the shit that I've been doing right over here in oil, that I've been kind of screwing around, taking some trades. He literally takes them and he's up $1,800. Excellent job, Patriot. Excellent job. Excellent. Excellent. You got me by 70, 80, $82. You got me by $82. You've got me by $82. All right, give me a minute. We got to wait for this thing to start doing something. I don't even know what customer this is. Hold on here. Let me Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure something out here. Give me a second. So what we're looking for in the ES, everybody, is just to come up and test the bottom of the top of this box for a potential cross. Otherwise, I'm really not looking at anything yet. What I would prefer is that it comes out of the box, sit on the top, and go along back up into this area. That's what I would prefer this to do. But we'll see. Give it a minute. Ethan. Oh, shit. Okay. I got so many customers right now, guys. I can't even remember my customers' names. Yeah, it would be a short, Thomas. Ian, I love it. Yeah, that Patriot, you're correct. I glanced, I didn't have time to tell anybody. I glanced over and I'm like, oh shit, there's a short setting up. Like, damn it. And then boom, I was in and I was up, $200 in like a second. All right, so we have a lot of just observations right now. We have a lot of no direction right now. So I'm literally sitting on the sidelines. I don't want to be involved in markets when this is what it looks like. So we just gotta wait for pivots to be broken, rotations to happen. Remember, I tell you guys something. It's 9:15 to 10:30. Well, maybe not 10:30, but 9:15 is to 10 o'clock. Let's just say I will guarantee you, if on my P&Ls, that I'm probably even at best. It's not till after like 10:15 or something when the market's telling me what the hell they're really doing, what the intent is, yada yada yada, that I start making money. I did it yesterday in the NQ. I waited until, boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. There was my money. And then, of course, the pre-market, because the pre-market stuff's a little bit more, again, consistent. This market open stuff and then all this herky-jerkiness and, YM's long, the ES is short, nobody's in agreement. That stuff is, man, I'm telling you, it's tough to trade. And by the way, it's intentionally tough to trade because they know that's when the amateurs who are too anxious to sit on their fucking hands, that's when they're trading. It's the best time for them to steal your money. So I'm going to look at this ES short potential right here and defy what I just said. And defy what I just said. But that's okay. I'm up quite a bit of money today, so I'm good. See, this is a lower high. See that? Lower high. Okay? A lower high. Bottom of the box. Oh, damn, the candle's getting too big for me. God dang it. Yeah, I'm not going to take it. Fucking, that's the trade right there. I'm just not going to take it. The candle got too big for me. So important in this whole scenario is this, that high, and then you had your rotation in your space. This high is lower than this high. That's a very good sign. Matter of fact, I'm going to enter since this candle formed, because I'm going to defend the top of that candle right there. There, I defended the top of that candle now that it formed, and I'm going to let it roll. There we go. Let it roll. Let it roll. Let it roll. Once this candle formed a top here, this one, I'm like, okay, I can go in now and defend it. Does that make sense? So here we are, and I'm going to put myself at even here in a minute. Well, here it is. I'm going to put myself at even. I either get my money or I don't. All right, boom. I either get my money or I don't. All right, so well, Ian, back on your subject, Ian, at what point do you start saying, maybe it's me? I think that's I can't remember that comedian. There's a comedian that said that. At what point do you decide it's me? That I'm the problem, not everybody else. All right. This right here. This right here is absolutely freaking ugly. Absolutely freaking ugly. Absolutely freaking ugly. Absolutely freaking ugly. This is why I didn't have any confidence in this. Remember, they're like sisters. Excellent, Kevin. Excellent, Kevin. I think I hit a $600 trade in gold myself. Was it George Carlin? I was thinking it was that guy who drinks whiskey literally while he's standing on stage. Older, white hair. I can't remember his name. It's funny as shit. Southern draw guy, but he's like sophisticated. Smokes cigars while he's on stage. Smokes cigars and drinks whiskey. I can't remember his name. I've seen Ron White. Exactly. Ron White. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ron White that said it also. But I've seen George Carlin live in Burlington, Vermont. In the Flynn Theater, Burlington, Vermont, back in probably like 1988. Yeah, Ron White. Yeah, Ron White. I'm terrible with names. All right, I'm gonna have to just give me a second, guys. I gotta do something. I just gotta call in. I don't have to do anything. I just gotta call. I don't have to do anything in this conference call, but I do need to have the phone number 8181536. I completely forgot about this, and I didn't schedule this fucking thing. Just so everybody knows, I didn't schedule it. I didn't rudely schedule this. One of my lenders did. Yeah, it's Bob Anderson. Doing good. Yourself? Cool. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm in a conference call, if you didn't notice. So, Kevin, do you like that affordable indicator copier? Because they've offered it to me for free if I would just represent them. I just don't have a need for a copier. Notice again, lower highs. See these lower highs off the bottom of that box? See that? Everybody see that? Boom, boom, boom. Everybody, I want you to pay attention to that. Lower highs, and then it rejected again. Everybody notice this one? Thomas, you're the man. Thomas. Thomas is an example of somebody that listened to me about trading the ES. Sorry, guys, this will wrap up in a minute. I'm not seeing any trades right now, but this I want to point that out. I want to point out these tops. See how these tops got lower? That continues the pattern for the short. Hey, Patch. You got 10 off it, Jeff? There you go, man. There you go. Come on, man. Just make this shit simple. Don't make it hard. This conference call will be over in just a minute. Trust me. Nope, I don't. Thank you. Bye bye. I told you that wouldn't be long. Little conference call on a $350,000 loan I closed for a house. Anyways, a dummy can be taught. I got a couple dummies I wish would learn. The biggest problem that I come across in doing this strategy that is over and over and over and over and over again simple and profitable is people that say, but I learned this, and I'm all right, whatever, just whatever. Whatever. If it was working for you, you wouldn't be on my channel. If it was working for you, you wouldn't be here. That's all right, Thomas. That's a terrible problem to have. You can't make too much money. It's a terrible problem to have, Thomas. I'm not allowed to make too much money. Now, see, I'm going to show you guys something that, again, why I'm still kind of sitting here myself personally and not doing anything. So we got the YM. It's running through the top of its box while everybody else is running through the bottom of its box. And I don't like when the YM is not agreeing with the rest of the instruments. I mean, the RTY is through the bottom. So I'm just kind of sitting on the sidelines. I mean, I'm already up a bunch of money, so I don't need to do anything that's kind of, sideways. I'm just going to wait. But yeah, the YM is, just went out the top of the box, which is not how many times have you guys seen me on these live streams talk about if the YM is disagreeing with the rest of the market, normally you got to wait for the rest of the market to go, we need to go with the YM. They don't. They don't. The YM is pretty good at crossing the box. Gold is good at crossing the box, and oil is good at crossing the box. What I have a tendency to do with the NQ and in the ES and the RTY is I just trade the lines. But this ES is going to prove me wrong today. Jesus, it looks like it's trying to cross that box. But Thomas couldn't take that because Thomas can't make too much money. Funny, Thomas, isn't it? That I have to sit here and say, Thomas can't take that trade because he's going to make too much money. I'm focused on this YM because it's got it's like, okay, so the NQ just did a bottom of the box test. Shit. Now that candle's too big. See how we finally created space right here and hit the bottom of the box? That's a pattern, same one we talked about with oil. The problem is this candle's way too big for me. But that is a pattern. We created space. So let me get over here. We created space, ran up, hit the bottom of the box, boom. But this candle's too big for me. This candle's way too big for me. I am not taking the trade off the bottom of that candle. But that's a pattern there. It just got the candle just got too big for me. Now, that being said, if we go through the bottom and then roll up, I can defend this candle. Does that make sense? Because that's exactly what I did on that ES trade. I defended this candle instead of this one. Now this candle's still getting too big. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Woo-wee. All right. What's going on here? What's going on here? Still kind of freaking slack here. Shit, now we got, oh man. So there's a learning curve with it. I'm a slow learner, Kevin. I'm a slow learner. I don't want to hear there's a learning curve. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. There was a learning curve with the copier I had from Apex. And like a dumbass, I learned the learning curve through losing money. That's how I learned my learning curve, was through losing money. I have a tendency to learn a lot better when it is through losing money. I will tell you that. I have a tendency to learn a lot better. I don't make the same mistake twice when it comes to losing money. Damn it, this fucking thing is going to go down right here. Shit. This candle's too big. God, there it is. Fuck. These candles are too big for me in the NQ, which is kind of crazy considering it's July 14th. Should blow right through that bottom. Blow right through that bottom. This scenario right here is something that I personally need to work on a little more. And that is the ability to take this out of this box trade and let it go to the new level, which is really down to here. Until it shows me otherwise that it's not going to do that. All right, hold on here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, here we go. Hold on. I'll get the YM up here for a second because we just went through the top. So let me get a look here. All right. Just went through the top. Man, look at that NQ. What did I tell you? God dang it. It's just something I've got to work. I've got to work on that. I have to work on it personally for bigger trades. Really, for bigger trades. I mean, I've something I have to work on. Man, this is interesting. Is this son of a bitch going to cross the box now? See, it finally went out here. Then it went down and created space, and then it went here. The thing I don't like is it broke the pivot right there when it did it. Oh man, this God dang it, Bob. This is it right here, folks. Most likely. This is my favorite one to cross the box of the equities. It's the YM. I didn't like that it did this over this. And then, of course, this freaking candle's so freaking huge. Fuck. Damn it. Damn it. Now, that YM, if it crosses the box, just FYI, it'll take probably 45 minutes to do it. Just so you know. It'll take a while. It doesn't do it like oil does it. Or gold. It meanders. It takes its time. Did you catch an ES trade? Jim Park? Oh, shit, man. I'm getting kind of discombobulated here. Good job, Jim. Good job, man. I'm getting a little disshuffled here. I'm I'm not doing shit. I saw this trade here, but I didn't have the nerve. That would have been another $1,000 bill right there. That would have been $1,000 bill right there. I didn't have the nerve. I've told you guys this before. When I get up, you know, what I consider a significant amount of money, I have a tendency to freeze when it comes to trading. And I wait for the moon, the stars, the sun, everything to line up. And it did here, except because it broke this low, rolled up, all that kind of stuff. It did here, except the candles were too big for me. Like everything lined up, except the candles were too big. Even the ES was underneath the mid band, which means, boom. If you guys notice, here's the space. See, this is your mid band. I'll point this out. Here's your mid band. Here's space. Go up, touch it, boom, gone. I mean, the lines on this box that is created by, you know, just the first 15 minutes of price action are truly freaking dynamic. Truly freaking dynamic. You can see it right here, right there. Truly dynamic. You can see it right here. Anyways. So this thing went down and hit the overnight open. Thomas, weren't you the one talking about the overnight open? Thomas was the one that called out the overnight open. Thomas, it did it. It cleared it by 2 ticks. 2 ticks. Yeah, that's exactly it, Sugar Kryptonite. I mean, and I'm up $1,725. I don't want to give it back. You know what I mean? But again, I missed $1,000 trade right there in the NQ. I mean, I did. I missed a $1,000 trade right there in the NQ, but that's okay. I'm all right. I mean, I'm fine. You know, again, I say this over and over and over and over and over and over again. What's more important to me is not the fact that I missed the trade, it's the fact that I can recognize the trades, because the trades repeat themselves over and over and over again. Not over and over and over again in the same day necessarily, but over and over again, day after day after day. Yeah, Thomas, that was a hell of a call. You called that back over here. You called that. I wasn't even looking. But yeah, that's exactly what it did. Now I talked about it, if you remember, when we were over here. I said I would be looking for this to go to here, prefer it to go to here, and even prefer it more to go to here. This is the one I took in the pre-market right here for like $650. That exact line. There it is, just right there. God dang, off a higher line. Jesus, beautiful trade. Anyways, hey, Free. All right, let me see if I can see something instead of just blabbing. Let me see if I can see something. Once again, notice the ES and the NQ. Now, the ES is the reason the NQ pivoted in no man's land, but it pivoted because the ES pivoted. And the ES did not pivot in no man's land. It pivoted off the overnight open. So that's what's pushing the NQ long. Oh, damn it. Ah. I got my foot stuck in some. Jesus. My foot stuck in some of my wires underneath my computer. Let's see here. RTY, bottom of the box. Let me look at that. Navy guy. We didn't create space yet. We didn't create space. So it may just reject it down. See how this candle's forming here? We didn't create space yet. If anything, we're going to go down now. Yep. God dang it. Yeah, if it had created space and then sat on the top of the box, that'd be great. Of course, now it's doing a rejection of the bottom of the box, which is great also. So great, I took it. Let's see if it works. So far, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. There it is, right there. I don't know if it's going to do me any good, but we'll see. Oh, okay. There it goes. All right. Come on, baby. Go. Jim Park. I added the RTY to my list for the day. I don't know that I'm going to make any money, but there it is. Go. There you go. Come on, baby. Run. Come on. Don't roll up. Roll down. It's struggling because the YM is not rolling over. The RTY is struggling because the YM is not rolling over. Come on. Yee, doggy. Now the YM is starting to roll over. Go, baby, go. I need your help. YM, I need your help. I'm going to defend the top of this candle right there. I'm out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.